In the news tonight, President Rodrigo Duterte says there is enough evidence to send Senator Leila de Lima to jail over her alleged involvement in narco politics in the country. The president made the statement in a speech during the oath-taking of officers of the Malacanang Press Corps. Last week, high-profile inmates at the New Bilibid prisons in Muntinlupa City testified before the House Committee on Justice that De Lima, then the Justice Secretary, received millions of campaign funds from drug lords led by J.V. Sebastian, detained inside the National Penitentiary. More details of this report from Rocky Ignacio.
President Rodrigo Duterte is confident that former Justice Secretary, now Senator Leila de Lima, will go behind bars due to her alleged involvement with illegal drug trade at New Bilibid Prison or MBP. Speaking at the mass oath-taking of new sets of officers of the Malacanang Press Corps, Malacanang Cameramen Association, and Presidential Photojournalists of the Philippines in Malacanang, the president said that there are strong testimonial and circumstantial evidence against de Lima.
But ito si de Lima, she screwed her driver and screwed the nation. Na naipit niya, gusto niya akong idamay. Makukulong man talaga yan siya. Sigurado yan. Because of the testimonial evidence. Makukulong ito when everybody says, 5 or 6 would say that they contributed money. So, on a national scale, and even who brought in the narco politics, it is here already. You elected a senator, kayo mga Pilipino, na who was into narco politics, who was being financed from the inside. Huwag na sana yung sa labas. From the convicts inside the prison, financing this candidacy of a senator and winning. What do you call that?
President Duterte added that formal charges will be filed against de Lima after the Department of Justice and Congress inquiry on illegal drugs.
What specific charges are you looking at, sir, just to be clear about
Plenty
it?
drugs, actually. Punishable by no bail yan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Ito ngayon, then the next time she's in prison, there's no more worry about liaisons and dalliance. Mas kulungan na siya.
Meanwhile, de Lima asked the president to stop implicating her to illegal drugs.
Meron daw po ba kayong gusto sa kanya kaya kayo nagkakaganyan?
Sus Maria Josep. Alam mo, every time I view the video, I lose my appetite. Wala ang gana ko sa kanya. She's the one who would be worried. Those are serious charges. She should not adopt a nonchalant attitude about all of these things. Kasi instead, she opened the portals of narco politics to take hold in the national level.
The president reiterated that de Lima allegedly compromises the country's peace and order due to drugs.
She was the one who started it. We are all spectators of our national life, what it was evolving in the days that passed. When did I ever? Siya yun, di ba? Why? Because lumaki ang ulo niya. When she was chairman of the human rights, may nagsabi siguro sa pinangulo niya, pwede ka maging presidente o senador. But alam mo, the ambition was good, but her sexuality pulled her down. Nung paglabas ng video, she's finished. Now, I take issue on the sabi kasi ni Delilah na censorship yung conditions pinag-i-impose ko. Look at what it is. A rapporteur, EU, NATO, ano pa dyan, US, UN, they come here. So they go to the human rights. Then they start to read what is there, the dossier and everything. Alam mo, rightly or wrongly, it started with politics. Because have always been a hardliner when it comes to the penal laws. Alam mo kasi, just like what happened or what is happening, I hope there's a change of heart. Ang tao sa Pilipinas, hindi na talaga naniniwala ng batas. Because the fear is not there. And that is why I said, give me back the death penalty. Sabi naman itong mga bleeding hearts and the priest and all, mayroong death penalty noon, wala man rin. Wala nangyari. As a matter of fact, we never executed except Icharagay. And that's about it. Kasi wala. Then I can simply say, hindi tumalab yung death penalty noon kasi hindi inimpose. Every president along the way would just say, one, because of the Catholic Church. Second, the bleeding hearts, because only God can kill. Ang problema niya na I ask you, what if there is no God? So we allow the criminals. And yet because there is a God, in all karamihan sa atin dito, ngayon kung walang Diyos, and we are here in this earth, in this planet, supposedly made by God. So where is thou God? When a 1-year-old, 18-month-old baby taken from the mother's arms, brought under Egypt and raped and killed. So where is God? And in Syria, women and children and women who do not have want to sex with the ISIS, they are burned. So where is God? My God, where are you? I believe in God, but that is my perpetual question to Him. Where were you when we needed you? It is not enough to say at the end of the day, at the end of the world, He shall come to judge the living and the dead. What will be the purpose of all of that? If the heartache, sorrows, and agony have already been inflicted upon the human beings in this world. Yan ang mahirap. Pinaghalo mo yung morality ng, tapos, kagaya ba ng loto? Itong loto, hidalo nila sa wedding. So, 20% of that day's income, ilaglag nila, yun lang ang kita ng gobyerno. The other is, ganoon rin dito. Ipinaghalo natin yung morality. And do you know that not all people believe in God? The agnostics, the atheists. It's not easy to say, well, he's only 1 or 2 or 3. Mind you, at this age now, maraming questioning about it. For the simple reason, we are taught. Ako, puro pare ang kaharap ko eh. Pare, all the way, grade 1 to hanggang dyan sa Mindula. Pero always taught na ganon ang buhay. That everything begins and ends with God. So therefore, God knew at that time when He created this planet that these things will happen. So my God, why did you do it? Yang censorship, sinabi ni De Lima, what I'm asking is this. I will submit to all forums in this planet. But she cannot come here and just read the garbage prepared by my political opponent noon. Ayaw ko na lang bastusin kasi he extended his hand in friendship again. Ako naman, pag naglamano na, kung lalaki ka, okay na. It's either you just kill him right away or you forgive him. If you do not have the balls to kill him in front of everybody, you shake hand with him. Ngayon, kanya lahat yun. Lahat ng, of course, there were extrajudicial killing. but extra in the sense that it was perpetrated by government under official sanctions. No. When you are fed with these lies, ang sabi dyan na he was there when he was a CAFGO, he was a CHDF. My God, CHDF was abolished when Cory Aquino won because they were supplanted with yung Civilian Home Defense Force, CHDF. They were supplanted with CAFGO. So yung sinasabi ni witness ni De Lima, I was a fiscal at that time and a vice mayor. Ang sabi ko, masasaktan lang ang anak mo. Kahit sabihin niya si Paulo, yung vice mayor ngayon, na abusado, that he was the guard of Paulo from grade 1 to, and he was fourth year sa Ateneo. Paulo never studied in Ateneo because the Philippine Women's is just about 1 block away, 2 blocks away from our house. Walang sa mga anak ko, lahat yan sila nung San Beda lahat yan, including the youngest. Inday, walang nag-security kasi Inday ayaw yan. Ayaw yan sinusundan. Ewan ko ba hanggang ngayon. Nag-aawayan sila ng PSG kasi ayaw niya. Simple ayaw niyang ganyan mo siya. Yung youngest, I insisted because maraming karibal. Mga artista pa ang girlfriends. Well, I saw the girl, she was there. Beautiful. But I'd like to correct base abot ito. My son has 2 children of different mothers. If you ask me, sa nanay ako loyal. Sa mga nanay ako kasi if just a matter of beauty, it is the beholder. What is beauty? Beauty is like Doris Begonia. About cosmetics. But beauty in the heart, deep in the heart. Yan ang beauty. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. Deal with your fellow man. Fairly, squarely, give everyone. She's diverting the issue. Puro kalokohan ng maniwala ka ng bato-bato. Mga guys, imagine na CSDF na wala katagal na noon. It was Cory's time, do you remember? With the new constitution, it was ratified after 1 year. Maybe you have forgotten it. May 5 komisyon. Nagawa sila ng constitution and right after Cory implemented that, including the elections na of local governments. So, ang gusto ko ganito, investigate me, but let us follow the Philippine jurisdictional requirements. Alam mo, pumunta si Alston, I have been investigated by Philip Alston. Noon, pagkatapos we talked, there was no result. And for all the time that I was investigated by the human rights and the rapporteur, nothing came out of it. Then a Secretary of Justice here, and if you have noticed, she kept on hammering at me. And I said, if you have a good case, if the goods are there with you, file a case. Kasi nandiyan na yung witness niya si Matubato. Go ahead. Wala siyang ginawa. Now, nandito na siya, naipit na siya. And I said, I do not ordinarily hinihi ako. But ito si De Lima, she screwed her driver, unscrewed the nation. Na naipit niya, gusto niya akong idamay. Makukulong man talaga yan siya. Sigurado yan, because of the testimonial evidence. Makukulong ito when everybody says, 5 or 6 would say that they contributed money. So, on a national scale, and even who brought in the narco politics? It is here already. You elected a senator, kayong mga Pilipino na who was into narco politics, who was being financed from the inside. Huwag na sana yung sa labas. From the convicts inside the prison, financing this candidacy of a senator and winning. What do you call that? Now, the reason why I am objecting to an election sa mga barangay, because that is already narco politics. They have the money and they can always win the elections on the barangay level. Pera-pera lang dyan. Maliit na lugar lang eh. And itong malalaki, the congressman and no senator but congressman and judges, I have this, it was at the, pinakita ko sa inyo yon. But sabi ko, I am still validating. Kasi mayroon doon, pag binasa ko sa police, i-compare ko sa military, gano'n ko, I could not find the connection. And from the intelligence, Anika, okay, check nito. Pag ginanon ko, as a lawyer, hindi ko makonect. There's no an iota of in this report. Kailangan mo ng, you know, when you go in public and mention the name of a person because he's involved in drugs, you practically destroy his life forever. That's the reason why, bakit hanong katagal. Hindi ako kasi pareho sa inyo hangal na pag may report lang dyan, bira ng bira. No. Even without God, the eternal equation of universal justice will catch you up. Yan ang mahirap yan. Ngayon, sabi niya, kasi ang impulse ganito, we will do it in our jurisdiction. We will have sanctions. Because what can I do? What is the remedy available to me kung nagsinungaling ka? From my experience, kunin nila yung Human Rights Watch, nung report sa Davao, tapos yung report dito nung presidente na ako, and he will ask me question. Then after that, he will make a report to his commission, then it goes to the assembly. Then it is deliberated. Anong participation mo? Ang kukunin niya na report would be all garbage coming from De Lima. Kung may kaso pa talaga, si De Lima na mismo ang gumanon sa akin. Now, she's passing that responsibility to another forum. And because of the generated, alam mo na, the prostitution of journalism. May contact sila, may contact doon, itong milyonarya na babae na because she's offended by what. I mean, I am not the mayor who will please a world body. What would be by remedy? Kung ihat ng garbage na yun ang dali ng reporter doon, I cannot ask question. Kaya ang proposal ko, let us have an open investigation. Diyan, kayong lahat, sumali na kayo. That will be the time that maybe you can ask question. And I will answer. Then, isahin ko kayo, paupuin dyan, tatanungin ko sa iyo. What was your source? Why do you say extrajudicial killing? Was he connected with government? Was there any order? Have you heard it? When was the killing? Where was it done? And you say 1,000 killing? Tell me, who was the fifth victim? What was his name? Basta si De Lima. At pressure under. Madali lang man yan. You are a senator. Yes. When you were Secretary of Justice, you admit that you went to Dicobol? You admit that? Yes. Is that the normal work of a Secretary of Justice? Why would you have an asset such as J.B. Sebastian? Do you not trust the NBI, the military men, to have your own asset? What was that asset? Was it a sexual asset or a source of information? And why you have to do it at 4 hours? In the meeting after, yan ang tanong ko. You studied for 4 hours, what did you do? Discuss the drug situation. And after discussing the whole of 4 hours, the whole of 4 hours, you are discussing only the drug situation inside the penitentiary. Sabihin ko talaga, yan ang gusto ko mangyari. With all this garbage, you sit there and I will ask you for 4 hours. I'd like to show to you a video. There is a portrait of the couple fucking, having sexual intercourse. Who is the man? Of course, you are here. Who is the man portrayed there? Was he the one in the cabal or the one who was driving you? O di ba ka, you know, in the search for truth, no holds barred yan. It's an open country. Have you heard this guy, this police, when he shot, bang, utos ni Duterte yan. Ito ang critical ngayon. As like in Davao. You know, kanina pa ko nakatingin siya, just relax there and take it easy. Fine, is it? It's okay. Yeah, hindi ako federal. Politiko lang ang umupo. General. Ganyan yan. I remember when I was yung Rahas Suliman, called the port of Davao. Ang commander, captain of the ship was Willie Wong, Navy. Navy mo siguro ito siya. Tapos yung nandiyan na, umakyat na bisita. I was ushered to the lounge dyan sa labas. Si Toto Goles, siya yung deputy. Pag-upo namin ni Willie, Admiral, retired, we talked about for 4 hours. Si Toto, nakaganon lang. Tapos sinabihan pa siya, stand straight. Diyan nakaslout siya. Naging ano yan, FOIC rin. FOIC is the flag officer of yan ang commanding general nila. Yan ang hindi ko kasi pwede na sabihin, I will just allow garbage to be received, then brought to the UN, tapos atakihin ako ng ganon. Makabastusan talaga tayo. Sinabi mo. Kasi garbage yun eh. I could not even check kung sino yung... When I was governor, wala kaming security. When I was mayor. Why? Because when my father was governor, he never allowed it for us. years 56 to 57, my father was the governor of Davao City. It was only one. He would not even allow us to sit in his car, even if it is parked. Natapos na lang siya sa ita. I never rode. We were never allowed to ride in a government property. Yan ang tinatawag delikadesa. Wala akong inassign. Except for yung bombing noon sa airport. Kasi nga may nangmatay, tapos, retaliation. That's the one that happened in Davao. I knew that it was going to explode. But I have to do my job. The Abu Sayyaf were decapitating people like they were just fowls and pigs and goats. And there will be no talks. Tama ang armed forces rejecting a amnesty for. I will never. There will never be an amnesty for so much. Yan ang ano. So everybody who will testify, they can call the rapporteur, can call anybody from the defense secretary down to lahat, pati yung PNP. Walang gagong magpatay, binabalot pa. My government is not into business of making mummies. Nang balutin mo ng plastic parang mummy, why do you have to do that? If you really want to kill the idiot, you just simply kill him with one bullet in the head. Yun yung mga torture. They forgot itong kayong mga, is there any United Nations dito sa international press? Nakalimutan ninyo na there was an organization, a criminal syndicate, plenty, marami kanya-kanya, before I came in. You know very well na ang mga involved, mga pulis, pati mga general, alam ninyo na kung magsalita yung paghuhuli at mag-gather mo isang crowd and they will testify, they will go down to hell. Did you ever think for a moment that these guys are criminals? And you want us now pictured as one? Meron. There are legitimate. At saka ganito, ang bunganga ko is all that matters really. In Davao City, I said to all criminals, go out of my city because if you don't, I will kill you. If you destroy this city, which is making good already, business is now in blossoms, then you fuck it, then we go down again. Kaya sinabi ko, umalis kayo. Totoo yan. Dito, pagka-presidente, sabi ko, do not, in the campaign, you were there, Doris, lahat ng kampanya nandoon kayo, publish it. Get the tapes and announce it. Huwag ninyong sirain ang bayan ko kasi papatayin ko talaga kayo. Huwag ninyong sirain ang mga anak namin. Do not destroy this generation because I will kill you. Because if I don't interdict now, harshly, I would have compromised the next generation. Anak ninyo, pati mga apo ninyo. Because narco-politics is here already. Ang isip na, men judge best when they condemn. Basta lang dyan may patay, pag walang suspect, extrajudicial killing. Ganyan nangyari sa Davao. Anak ka na. Now, tell me. Ito nga si Dilima. Pati yung rapporteur. Tingin iyo. Is there something wrong when you threaten criminals? Ito nga. is there a provision in the penal code of the Philippines, the revised penal code, which says that it would be a criminal for a mayor and a president to threaten criminals. Yan ang mahirap eh. Pagbasa ng gano'n, may nabasa ako doon sa iyo that he has been heard threatening criminals without a few wins. Kaya sabi ko, stupid. Sabi ko, fool eh. Why? Meron kayong ditong representative. Ask him first before you insult the president. Kasi hindi ako. I am I. But I am not the Republic of the Philippines. Pagka tinitira mo ako, hinihiya mo. Bakit hindi mo tanungin? Could you just a lawyer there and find out if there is really a criminal thing when a mayor, a president? Bakit sila, ang Amerika and Britain, they warned Iraq? I don't know what was that warning. But they went inside Iraq on a pretext, excuse, reason, that there were weapons of mass destruction, only to find out that there was none, and yet they destroyed a nation. Paka-hipokrito nitong itong iyo. At first, you had the pretension of the sentiments of a civilized society, civilization. Binuksan ninyo yung boundary. Ngayon nakita kayo, hirap na kayo, lalaki naman ng lupa ninyo, sinirahan ninyo bigla. So, yung inabutan sa sentimento ninyo before your, let me find the word, before your nightmare, pasok kayo ng pasok and egging everybody, criticizing every nation there that refused to allow the entry. Nung napuno na sila, anak ng sinirahan ngayon, sirado na, and some of them are drowning now, and some of them are out, and winter is coming, and they will suffer.